Hi, in today's video, I'd like to share with you one of the most common thoughts or beliefs that people with psoriasis or eczema have. And this is the belief that they are left behind in their lives, be it their social, personal or professional lives, because of psoriasis and eczema. Now, I understand this is a common sentiment. I had that too, because for the longest time I felt that I couldn't wear whatever I wanted. As trivial as that may sound, it was a very important factor in my life. Being a girl and someone who loves fashion and style and clothes and shoes, that was something that bothered me a lot. And I know while making notes for this video, that was the last thing on my mind. And I was thinking of, yeah, I understand people feel left behind in their personal lives because they cannot date or they cannot get married, or in their professional or social lives they feel awkward hanging out with their colleagues or their friends, so they isolate and therefore they miss out on social and networking opportunities. I understand that. But then while I was making the notes, suddenly jumped at me clothes. I was like, oh, why didn't I think of that earlier? Because that was that one thing that bothered me my entire time that I suffered from this god-awful disease. But I shouldn't say god-awful, because what if all of this was a blessing? I know I'm like, oh Intrala, this is so cheesy. How you obviously are going to say that so that you're going to either console yourself or console us or sugarcoat this. But just hold on, be patient, and I'll explain it to you how this whole process of making several mistakes on the journey, and the ones which potentially delayed my healing process, and I have addressed that in some of the videos here on this channel, so you can go check them out later. Don't forget to check out the playlist so that you get all your questions answered, in case you have some of them before I get on another live or another video. I can record another video, so do definitely check out the videos on the playlist. And so yeah, before I get into all of that, I would love to ask you to give this video a like in case you're interested in such topics, so that I can continue making topics, such videos. And a like is the way I get to know that you would like to see more of such videos, and I will continue making them. So okay, coming back to all the mistakes that I made, and then eventually figuring out what exactly makes the most difference and gives you long-lasting healing, not the ones where you pop some pills or you get on some diet and then you get temporary results only for the scales to come back, but the actual thing, and that is mental detox. And what is mental detox? It's a process by which you actually detox your mind and not just your body. Your body follows suit. You detox your mind of all negative emotions, specifically anger, because according to studies and research published by the European Academy of Dermatology, the Journal of British Dermatology, and even Ayurveda, the one that the school of thought that I follow, and I have in which the doctor told me the only way you can get cured of psoriasis by getting rid of anger. So all these journals and school of thoughts and medicines, like school of medicine, if you can call it that way, if you can put it that way, they believe that anger causes psoriasis and eczema, and of course makes it worse. So I know most people obviously would rather have a diet or would rather pop some pills, but this is the hard pill to swallow. I'm really not sorry for this pun intended. I think it was like for this pun because I think it was very clever. But the hard pill to swallow in this case is the fact that you are responsible and you can reverse psoriasis by being able to let go of anger, and that's what I did. Now, where is all of this in terms of Indrila, how is this a blessing? Yeah, it's a blessing, because then if you are doing this, going through this process of letting go of your anger, resentment, grudges, judgments, then you become, what do you become? You become a calmer, cooler person. So you automatically attract more opportunities effortlessly with much less effort, I promise you. Because what happens when you overcome a challenge, and specifically a daunting one like psoriasis or eczema? Then you build confidence in yourself, then you inculcate some lifestyle habits, you cultivate discipline, you cultivate the ability to sacrifice, because you will be sacrificing many things, and like it or not, you will be, because in order to get something you have to give something. So for that, it could mean your time, your effort, your giving up certain foods, giving up certain lifestyle habits, all that is part of the process, because any detox requires you to give up things, and that is for your benefit. So when you sacrifice and you cultivate this sense of discipline, restraint, then it makes you attractive, and then all the lost opportunities that you would have had because of psoriasis, they're going to come back to you, and in far more times. So I'm not saying this to obviously sugarcoat it, it's just how life works, I feel, especially mental detox. Because okay, here is my principle about life and living life efficiently, and I do believe in less is more. So if you can do one thing and you can get results in 5 different aspects of your life at the same time, versus doing different things for different aspects of your life. And when I say different aspects, I really mean like social life, personal life, your creative expression, your career, income, wealth, so on. So if you had to do different things for all these 4 different aspects of your life, and you had to dedicate time differently to all of them, versus let's say you do one thing, in this case it's mental detox that I'm talking about, you do that one thing and then it impacts all the 4 aspects of your life at the same time, without you having to sacrifice time, effort, money for each of them separately. Which one would you do, right? Any smart person would say, I would prefer to do one thing. So that is mental detox. Now how it works is really, the whole principle of this is that you attract what you are. So if you are a cooler, calmer person who's in control of their mind, then you also attract opportunities at that level. And I say this often in my emails and even videos related to attracting love and romance, that you attract the soulmate, the person you're dating, your soulmate, your partner, based on the level of personal development you've cultivated, based on the level of healing you've done. And this applies to really every aspect of your life. So there are some people who would be going out while driving, and they will attract, or they'll encounter people who, let's say, don't follow the traffic rules, or they find someone who's gives them a ticket, or you call them challan in India, I think. You find someone who's basically getting mad at people on the road, not having a good time, they're not getting green lights, they're stuck in traffic, every stop that they're going at, they're getting red lights. I'm not being able to explain this example very well. I hadn't thought it out, but okay, you get the point. They're not having a good experience driving on the same day during a given time period, let's say in the morning. Someone else driving at the same time on that given day, on the same day, might not have those experiences. They'll have a pleasant experience, like every stop they get a green light, people around them are not honking at them, or they're not getting mad at someone who is driving slowly or whatever. I give up on this example, but you get the point. Like, you can mean this, like, you would have seen that someone is in the same situation as you and they're not getting flustered, or they're having a better experience of the same thing. Like, so I should have gone with this example. Jobs. There'll be people who will apply to, like, say 1 or 2 jobs and they'll get that 1 job out of 2. And there are people who will apply to like 200 jobs and they'll not get callbacks, or they'll get 1 or 2. So they have spent more time and they've obviously got more frustrated, and they've had to take out that time and effort from other aspects of their life, the ones who applied for 200 jobs, versus say someone else who got lucky with, let's say, 5 or 10 applications, you see. So, and I'm just saying, assuming they're from the same college, same qualification, same amount of work X, right? So this is what mental detox does for you. And I know when I started my spiritual / mental detox journey, that was my first question. I was like, okay, if someone works hard, and then like, my understanding of the world was that hard work gets you everything. So my question to the person I was meeting was that if I work hard then I should be getting opportunities. Then what is the point of all this, spiritual work and all that stuff, meditating, chanting and all those things? And she told me this, that the two people, they'll go to the same job interview. The one who is evolved spiritually, personally, whatever, will attract, the chances of them getting the job are higher. Let's say both of them want to get the same job. So basically it makes you lucky. What people consider luck is basically someone just being able to attract luck. And I really, for a very long period, really most of my life, so always felt frustrated that some people were luckier than me. Obviously, why wouldn't I feel it? Because I had been diagnosed with psoriasis since I was a child. So I really felt anyway, life was not fair. Other people were luckier because they didn't have this god-awful disease. Again, I shouldn't say god-awful, never know. It was actually a blessing in disguise. But I always felt other people were luckier, they would have things more effortlessly, and I thought life was unfair. But it wasn't. It just wanted to teach me that I could have control over the amount of luck I had in my life. And that is the process that happens through mental detox. And that's exactly how we heal from psoriasis. So let me see if I am missing out on any of the points that I wanted to share with you today. Yeah, so eventually you become efficient and you become better at being able to influence and exert control over your life. Not everything can be controlled. You don't have control over most things, but you can have control over what goes on here. And that can only be possible once you are able to take out all the residual negative emotions. So I teach this process. It has 6 steps in it, in depth, inside my program called the Detox Program. I launched it for the first time in 2024. I'm going to be relaunching it in 2025, and the waitlist for that is going to be in the description box below. So do sign up for that if you want to get notified as and when the program opens, so that you can join if you are interested. If this is something that interests you, you would like to know more about, if you would like to get clear skin, if you would like to eventually move on from this episode, from this chapter of your life, which was plagued by itchy, scaly skin, and you want to move on from that, and you want to be able to live a life of freedom, because that's, I feel, the most important thing for me personally, and that's something that I understand even people with psoriasis or eczema, they want to feel that. So if you want to go from scaly, itchy skin to clear skin and have a life of freedom, then get on that wait list to get to know the details. Okay, yeah, so to wrap things up, what I wanted to say was that what if this thing was actually a blessing in disguise? And I'm most certainly confident that it was for me, because if I hadn't gone through this level of suffering, I wouldn't have also had this level of transformation and the healing that I have had to put in effort, and that I have had to go to different parts of the world and then find an answer for why this happened. If I hadn't gone through this level of suffering, I wouldn't also have had this level of change. I know everyone's life, it's not saying that I am this great martyr who had a challenge. I'm sure there are other people also who had challenges of various kinds in different aspects of their lives. This was mine. And if you are watching this video and if you feel that you've been left behind in your life, you've not been able to catch up with your peers, or you're not at the same level as them because of your skin, because of your health, and it holds you back, then my question to you is that what if it's not actually holding you back, and what if it's actually propelling you towards what is ultimately your destiny? And because when you move forward, if you've noticed, like it's like a lion, before it leaps it pulls back. So what if you're being pulled back? What if you're learning all those things that people don't have the luxury or privilege to learn at this age? Let's say whatever age you are at, wherever you are at in your life, I'm sure you know of people who are older than you, who've don't have maturity, who don't have the life experiences that have taught them, or they have life experiences but they've chosen not to learn from it in a way that would actually move them forward. They've chosen to become bitter and isolated themselves. There are people who've done that. So what if this is an opportunity for you to investigate what exactly makes you happy in life? Because I was held back from so many things in my mind, held back from so many things I could have enjoyed, that I did spend a lot of time by myself, thinking, reflecting. And as it is, I'm an introverted person by nature, so introverted people anyway observe and think and reflect a lot. So I was doing that in a far bigger capacity, far more than other introverted people, I guess, because I don't think I did it more than others, but I'm just saying, like, I was doing that anyway because I'm an introverted person. And then on top of it, this situation made me reflect, made me think, made me research, made me go and explore situations and alternatives and solutions. So I don't think I would have done any of it had I not suffered so much. So people have their challenges. This was mine, and I also get to share it. So it's not for any reason, not that I just have psoriasis, but I also had scabies, eczema, and folliculitis all in the span of a few weeks in 2024. So thank you 2024, thank you for your lessons. And I also do believe that part of it was also probably for sharing with you guys. And so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.